So what's up everybody? OddMan105, aka the Odd One here. And this video is a full walkthrough of the Clucking Bell farm raid from the Chop Shop DLC. Now let me begin by stating that this entire walkthrough was completed on hard difficulty. However, you can totally complete the Clucking Bell farm raid on easy difficulty while claiming all platinum rewards on old gen and career progress on next gen. However, for the purposes of this video, all setups and the finale were completed on hard difficulty to demonstrate that hard difficulty really isn't that hard at all. So with that being said, let's begin. So one very important thing to note is that during the preps and finale, you're unable to use certain special weaponized personal vehicles. However, if you own either the Armored Kuruma, the weaponized Tampa, or the Night Shark, and perhaps maybe even the Vigilante, these vehicles are meta. You absolutely must use one of these vehicles. They'll make the preps and finale a crap ton easier. And you guys will see during this video the importance of using something as simple as the Armored Kuruma for the preps and finale. Now, this first setup mission requires that we steal untraceable cash to pay for the entire Clucking Bell raid, and I thought this was a nice change to the gameplay mechanic where before we as players would usually have to pay out of pocket to set up a raid, which is traceable. Now we're required to steal untraceable cash to pay for the whole thing. Now, you can hit these money laundering businesses in any order that you want, it doesn't matter. But upon arrival, murk out everything that moves, leave nothing left alive. And this is why you want the Armored Kuruma for these setups. It's almost completely bulletproof and you won't get shot out of this car. Now, upon entering a money laundering business, murk out all the gang members that you see, but keep your head on a swivel because there's always at least one more gang member that will pursue you into the business. And once everyone is dead, then steal the cash from the laundry machines indicated by the green dot on your minimap, and then GTFO, get the freak out of there. The next money laundering business is more of the same. Simply murk out everyone on the outside, enter the business, murk out some more people, steal the cash, and then get out of there. And once all that's done, simply deliver the cash to Vincent's lockup and that's it. The first setup mission is a wrap. Now this next mission, breaking and entering, is a three-parter. First, you'll need to find a hacker and steal his laptop. Second, you'll need to break into the hacker's terabyte and steal the hacking device. And third, you'll need to steal a train. And finally, after 10 years, Rockstar's allowing us to drive a train. It's about time. Now, the hacker is always at Del Perro Pier, but his exact location is randomized, so he's usually found playing one of the many arcade games at the pier. Now, you have a couple of options when you find this dude. You can either steal his laptop and run, or you can murk him out. So, of course, I chose to murk him out. Then I stole his laptop and ran. Next, locate the hacker's terabyte. Now, you'll need to destroy the security drones before accessing the terabyte. Now remember that the security drones will shoot back, so this is why you need the Armored Kuruma for these setups. Now, once inside the terabyte, steal the hacking device and GTFO. So next, head to the cartel's compound at the docks. Now, one of the cartel members has the keys to the train, so before stealing the train, obviously you'll need to murk out enough cartel members until one of them drops the keys. From there, steal the train. Now, once you steal the train, put the hammer down and don't stop or anything, but keep your eyes on the minimap. You'll need to hack the train signals to keep the lights green, otherwise the train will come to a complete stop and you'll be a sitting duck.
Then just follow the instructions on the hacking device to change the signals as you approach them. You need to keep that train moving at all costs. If you miss your shot, the emergency brakes will kick in and you'll be sitting ducks.
Now, the decisions that you make during this next setup mission will affect your choice of weapons and equipment during the finale. So remember that you only need one set of weapons and equipment for the finale, so you don't have to hit all 3 weapons targets if you don't want to. However, if you're trying to complete the career progress challenges or platinum rewards, then you'll need to hit all 3 weapons targets, but again, it's not required. So for the purposes of this video, we'll hit all 3 weapons targets, beginning with target C, Merryweather. Now, as per usual, upon arrival at the target location, murk out everything that moves. Now remember, this is Merryweather that we're talking about, so they are going to be tanky. Now, you'll find the equipment near the Titan aircraft. However, the weapons are located inside the hangar. Now, the mission difficulty will scale with the number of weapons targets you decide to hit. So for example, we just hit Merryweather, so now at this point we have to deal with Merryweather mercenaries chasing us. However, if we go after the other 2 weapons targets, not only will we have to deal with Merryweather, but the organized criminals and the gang members will pursue us as well, so that's something to keep in mind. Now, upon delivering the weapons and equipment to Vincent's lockup, you can simply text Vincent and select your weapons loadout, and that's it. This mission is a wrap. Or you can rinse and repeat and go after the remaining weapons targets. That's entirely up to you. Now, the next set of weapons and equipment for Target A are located here at El Burro Heights, so murk out all the gang members that are in your way, and then search their vehicles for the necessary weapons and equipment. Now, the weapons and equipment for Target C are located at a yacht just north of Del Perro Pier. Now, the first set of weapons and equipment are located in the rear of the main space area, right here. The second set of weapons equipment are located in one of the cabins on the main deck, so simply walk through these double doors here, and this will take you where you need to go. Now, once you've delivered all the weapons and equipment to Vincent's lockup, simply text Vincent and choose your loadout. Now, you can change your weapons loadout during the finale. Any equipment and weapons that you've stolen will be made available to you during the finale and will be stashed at a dumpster near the point of entry at the Clucking Bell farm. So something to keep in mind. You can change your weapons loadout during the finale if you want. Now, this next setup mission requires that you steal a getaway vehicle from one of 3 possible locations, or you can steal all 3 getaway vehicles. That's entirely up to you. Remember that you only need to steal 1 vehicle, unless you're trying to complete all the challenges, at which case you'll need to steal all 3. Now, beginning with location B, once you've found the getaway car, get ready for some of the most hyper-padded and unnecessarily long gameplay mechanics I've ever seen. The enemy will pursue you relentlessly, okay? So, I highly recommend, especially for location B, that you get on the railroad tracks and head north toward Paleto Bay until you reach the Clucking Bell farm. The enemy NPCs are far less likely to pursue you as long as you stay on the railroad tracks. Now, if the getaway vehicle sustains any damage, then you'll need to get it fixed here at Beaker's shop before stashing it away at the garage. Now, upon reaching Target B and murking out everything that moves here, you'll need to climb on top of this building and destroy the breaker box to open the doors and access the getaway car. Now, Target C is a military convoy where the getaway vehicle is being towed by a cargo bob. Now, you'll have to shoot down the cargo bob by whatever means you have, but understand that the buzzard attack choppers are relentless. Again, use whatever means you have to take down that cargo bob, then recover the getaway vehicle. Super simple and super easy. Now, once you've delivered 1 or 2 or even all 3 of the getaway vehicles, simply contact Vincent and make your selection. Now, remember that you only need to steal 1 getaway vehicle, and any other getaway vehicles that are not used during the finale will be scrapped for cash that goes in your pocket. So once you've made your selection, that's it. This setup mission is a wrap. Now this final setup, called Disorganized Crime, will send you on a mission to steal a keycard that will grant you access to some of the more secretive areas in the Clucking Bell factory at Paleto Bay. The decisions that you make during this mission will determine whether or not you go in silent and sneaky or guns blazing for the finale. So first, locate and hack the 2 vans that are on your minimap. Doing so will disable the vans and force the NPCs to attack you. So murk these guys out with all due discretion, and you'll notice the duffel bag laying in the middle of the road. You need that bag because that contains the Clucking Bell disguise needed for entry into the cartel's garage. Now, hacking both vans will reveal the location of the cartel's garage, so head over there. Now, once you're inside the garage, you'll need to either sabotage or destroy the delivery trucks. Now, because we're silent and sneaky, we'll be sabotaging the trucks. However, you can totally drop C4 and decimate everything in here. But remember, when you do that, you'll alert the cartel members at the Clucking Bell factory in Paleto Bay, so they'll know you're coming. So for this run through, this is silent and sneaky. Just remember, pick your shots carefully and observe all cones of vision. Also, any cartel members with a red cone of vision will recognize you immediately, so you'll need to take them out as soon as possible. Now head inside the office, disable the security camera feed, and steal the VHS tape. Now the key card that you're looking for is in one of the locker rooms, so head up to the loading dock and find a drill to break into the lockers. Now head into the locker room, but be careful. Before you begin breaking into these lockers, check your minimap. There's at least one cartel member that's roaming the facility, and he will walk into that locker room on you, so be prepared to murk this dude out before he sees you. Now, once you find the keycard, you can GTFO, but I highly recommend that you take a few extra minutes to break into the rest of the lockers in these locker rooms for an extra cash payout. Remember, we are bank robbers after all. Now, once you have the keycard, make a beeline to the exit. Now, once you're outside, you'll need to find and steal this flatbed truck. Return it to Vincent's lockup, and that's it. This final prep mission is a wrap. Okay, and here we go, the finale. So once you're inside the Clucking Bell factory, begin murking out the cartel members, but be careful. You're still stealthy, but you can be detected, so pick your targets carefully and time your shots carefully as well. Now, destroying this circuit box right here will reveal the location of your weapon stash, where you can resupply your ammunition or change your weapons and equipment loadout if you want to. I'm not going to do that here. So your two objectives here are to steal all the cocoa and break into the office safe. So your first objective is to find the cocoa storage areas and fill up your bags. So I decided to take the extra time to murk out all of the cartel members here on the main floor first before accessing any of the coke lockers. That's because once they're all dead, they won't respawn and you literally have free access to the entire factory.
It's clear this place is barely functioning as a chicken factory. One would assume they'd have more Cluckin Bell staff to keep up appearances, but I underestimated just how bold criminals can be once they have the police in their pocket. Make it hurt. Clear out their whole supply.
Now, in the second coke lockup, you'll need to find a crowbar to access the Clucking Bell crates containing 2 stashes of coke. Now, there are 4 crates, so you'll probably need to search all 4 of them to get the 2 stashes that you need. So next, head to the office to hack the computer. Now remember that we found the office key sitting on a desk not too far from here. You do have the option, however, to shoot the door to access the office, but I don't recommend that. That may set off an alarm. So what you want to do is simply head into the office and hack the computer. Now pull out your trusty hacking device and head back to the location of those 3 computers that you passed on the way in here to get the safe codes. Okay, so now that you've robbed the safe, it's time to GTFO. So walk out of the office, make a right, head straight toward the shutter doors, and don't forget to shoot the circuit box on the wall to open the doors. Okay, so at this point, make a beeline to your getaway car, or you can request your personal vehicle, like the armored kuruma. Either way, no matter what you choose to do, I strongly recommend that you stay off the main roads and drive along the railroad tracks out of Paleto Bay to avoid the cops. Now, if you screw up like I did right here, don't panic. Simply find a main road and request another personal vehicle. And from there, you want to make a beeline to Vincent's lockup. Now, remember that you won't lose the wanted stars until you get closer to the city. And guys, that's pretty much it. The Clucking Bell Farm Raid on hard difficulty using the stealth approach is a wrap. Now, I enjoyed the Clucking Bell Farm Raid. I thought it was a great addition to the Chop Shop DLC, and my final verdict is a strong 7 out of 10, would definitely play again. So you guys sound off down in the comments below. Let me know which approach you took and whether or not you enjoyed the raid, and whether or not for you it has any replay value. But with that being said, this video is a wrap. I've been OddMan105, aka The Odd One. And if you guys found this video informative, then you know what to do. Smash that subscriber button, hit that bell icon, leave a few likes while you're here, and hey, don't forget to check me out on Twitter at OddMan105. And I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next video. Please stay safe, and remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke, and take care out there.